Is Keith signed on?
He's not going to sign on.
Okay.
Okay, and we're streaming live now, and now I'm going to put it on Facebook.
You ready, Matt?
I just need to put the this link on Facebook and let the public know. Almost. Okay, it's posted to Facebook, and we're good to go.
Okay, in compliance with Chapter 231 of the Open Public Meeting Act of the State of New Jersey, adequate notice has been given to all members of the governing body. The local this notice is posted on the Borough Hall taken. We are streaming live via the Mountainside Facebook on YouTube. At the end, if anyone has any questions or comments, they can type them into the comment section on the Mountainside Facebook page. Okay, let's first do a salute to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the
United
States
of America
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, so the first topic is the pool.
Gotta do roll call.
If nobody has a problem with that, correct?
Hey, Paul, I think you have to do roll call first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, so I have Donna, Bob, John Post is here, Martha Lopez, Rachel Pater, Matt Deanna, Jill, Deanna Andre, Frank. Auditorium, auditorium.
Hey, Mayor.
Again,
Hey, Mayor,
has any problems with that? Yes.
Hey, Mayor, I think sit back from the microphone. When you get close to it, it breaks up. All right, try speaking.
Now. Yeah, I don't know what to do. You guys can't hear me? Can anyone hear me?
Yes.
I
you're
can
going
hear you a
in
little
and
bit,
out.
Paul.
Yes.
Now we can hear you.
This is the first time I've been accused of not being able to be heard. Can
Some
you
are
hear
counting
me
it a blessing.
now? Can you
Yes,
hear
I
me
can hear you
now?
now.
Yes.
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 Okay. Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes, okay. All right, so let's start from the beginning. Number one is the pool party waiver request by the Mountainside PTO. I'm assuming if they have it, nobody has a problem with the waiver. Yes?
Correct.
Great.
Okay, the next is the authorize the gift valedictorium and salutatorium.
Yes.
Does anyone have an eighth grader that's graduating, Rachel, that would
Yes.
like to present them?
Sure.
Would you like to present them, Rachel?
Yes.
Okay, so Rachel will take care of that, okay? Next, we have the appointment of the 2020 summer playground staff and assistant pool manager. I thought we did that. Do we have the third person, Frank?
We don't have the third person, but it's the four playground people.
Oh, it's the playground, not the pool.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
we
then
saw
who
the-
are they?
it's Jess Parada, Gavin Jackasitz, Manuel Mello, and Madison Phillips. They're all returning. There's just
Okay,
one
and
person that's not returning, and there's a vacancy in that spot.
So we have a vacancy in the summer playground position
Correct.
and one vacancy in the pool manager position.
Yes, and I have two potential people that that we're gonna interview as soon as we can.
For which position?
For both, we have one for the playground, and then we also have an assistant manager's position.
Okay. So then you'll let us know who that is.
Yes.
If you can add them with a public meeting, we'll add them. Okay.
Okay, all right, perfect.
All right. So the next one is the Memorial Day Parade donation, $500. I don't think we're going to need that because Deanna, you want to tell us about your conversation with the commander?
The commander has decided to do a private ceremony that will be videotaped for television and for the public to see. He doesn't want any of the public to come out to the ceremony, but he'd like to still be part of it. No activities after the ceremony will be taking place this year, unfortunately.
I guess if things open up and that changes, he may change his mind.
As of right now, Paul, because of the veterans, he finds it to be difficult to make that decision even now to say yes. So right now he's very firm on just keeping the ceremony available for the public to view on TV.
Okay, so Tom, you'll confirm with Matt Flynn that he's available that day and that he can videotape the ceremony.
Will
I
do,
did.
Mayor. Yep.
I did already. Thank you,
Yeah.
Tom, but I did already. Matt has agreed to be there for 11:30.
Okay, great. Okay, so next is the authorization to give the CFO Jill to accept bids for the $5,386.72 renewal of the bond anticipation note. Jill, you want to let the rest of the council in on your conversations with Steve Rogart? Because I know the bond market was a little volatile and we had some concerns.
Right. So what happened was when everything started, they were a little concerned about the rate that we would get. And they were negotiating the rate privately with the banks. But now I've had several conversations with Steve Rogart, and he feels comfortable that we're going to bid it out and we'll get a good price.
Similar to what we got last year?
Yes, last year we got a little over 2, and he was negotiating at 2.25. So it's right in the same area.
Okay, so we're going to move forward with that. Does anyone on council have any questions of Jill or see any reason not to go forward? Okay, so let's move on to the next one, property tax collection. Who's going to take that, Jill?
Sure. What happened
Or
was
Martha? We're gonna collect taxes, right?
Right, so the state was trying to decide if they were going to pass A 3902 to extend the grace period. Without the state allowing us to do so, we can't extend it. So as of today, everyone thought they were going to take action on it today. It doesn't appear like any action has been taken so far on that. So the grace period would end May 11th unless the state allows us to extend it.
I also was on a conference call today with the county, in which the mayors were on, and also Joe Cryan and Scutari and Tom Kane. And they said there is no action right now to extend the due date for taxes either. So it's going to be due May 1st.
Right.
There's no action with the legislature right now.
And what we
Okay,
did,
everybody understand that?
Mhm.
So we don't have to take any action on that unless there's a change, correct, Joe?
correct, but I put that message on I put the message on the tax phone. We installed a new lockbox in the lobby, white box. It's pretty big that residents can drop their payments in the lockbox. So,
And is there a way to pay online?
yeah, we're trying to encourage everybody to pay online. Typically, it's $1.05 processing fee, and we're going to give the residents a $1.05 credit towards their third quarter taxes. They use a e-check.
If they pay online?
Yes. Mhm.
Okay. So maybe Deanna, you can post that if you haven't already.
I think it's on the website.
That's
already.
good.
It is? Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, so the next is the 2020 additional temporary budget. Again, I think that's you, Joe.
Right. I'm one of the topics we're going to talk about is the budget, and if we
Right.
go with the budget, then I don't need this resolution.
So there was a question as to whether or not we would adopt the budget at the public meeting. Because of the COVID-19, there was some concern that in certain areas that our revenues would drop, specifically with permits and inspection fees in the construction department, and also with recreation, since they're not running some of their programs, that their fees also might go down. Just hang on for a second. But I think we feel that the reduction in the revenues will be offset by the decrease in some of the expenses, because number one, we're not running programs, we're not sending inspectors out there to do inspections. I think there may be an issue with some of the interest on investments, but I think we should be able to offset that within the regular budget. The other area where we feel that we're gonna lose revenue is the court fines, and that's the biggest concern. But I think there are some areas in the budget, if necessary, that we can absorb any decrease in the court fines without affecting our tax rate. So I don't see any reason at this point to amend the budget. We should just adopt it as it is. Just for anyone who doesn't recall. Hang on just a minute. I just want to go over what the actual increase is. Jill, do you have that for some reason? I know you sent it to me.
Yeah, I do have that. Do you want me to go down it?
Yeah, why don't you,
Okay.
please?
For the salaries for police and administrative, increase of 21,300. Operating budget 71,789.
Jill, I got it.
Oh, you have it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So we got the pension is gonna, for the employees is gonna go up 6,790. Social Security increase is 11,000. Capital deferred charges and pay downs is gonna go up 2,300. $233,206. There's a capital projects of $1,168,250. If we need to offset lack of revenues, that's probably where we'll reduce some of the capital projects that we had planned on doing, some of the roads, some of the infusion of capital into the regular budget. So certainly there's enough room there if we have to absorb any decrease in revenues. We have grant matches, which is going to be 19,000 and change increase. Board of Health, $1,000. We have the legal and 2018 legal emergency budget is going to go down 225,000. The interest on the bond anticipation note, we had anticipated it would go down around 33,000. The police pension is going down 12,800, and the health insurance and the waiver is going to go down by $2,000. Okay. Some of the increases, we have a healthy surplus right now, so we're going to increase the amount that we're going to take from surplus, and that's mainly to do those capital projects, $1,100,000. As you can see, there's plenty of room there if we get a decrease in the revenues. Again, we had anticipated court fees to go up by 22,000. At this point, we're not sure that that's going to happen. We have a capital surplus is going, actually the revenue should go down by 5,000, and the cable TV franchise fees should go down also by. As a result of all that, we'll have a budget increase for the municipal portion of the budget. On the average assessed home in Mountainside will be $18.09. So I think that's pretty good, especially especially going forward. Jill, any comment?
That was last year's increase. This year's increase is $13.91.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. You just saved us $5 a household. Thank you.
Thanks, Jill.
Okay, so does anybody have any questions on the budget and also why we decided not to put it off and amend it down the road and just adopt it in April? I think we have a very strong surplus. We're in a very good position, even in spite of the conditions that we're going through now. I think Mountainside is very fiscally very strong at this time. So I'm very proud of that. And I'm proud of the $13 increase this year.
Mayor, you're in very good condition.
Thanks, Tom. Any questions or any comments from anyone?
No.
No.
Okay. So next, we have the authorization to purchase a police vehicle. I believe that's the pickup truck that we're getting. Is that correct, Jill?
Yes.
And that's in the budget. We gave the current pickup to the fire department, so they are going to be utilizing that to basically to transport around the new equipment that they're purchasing. It's basically an updated apparatus that will extract people from motor vehicle accidents. Well, where do we stand with that? Did we purchase that yet, or have we not? Renee, do you know?
I had spoken to the chief, and he believed that we had to purchase it. Jill, do you know if we purchased that?
We did do the purchase order. I'm not sure if it was delivered or not, but we did do it.
No, they said it was going to take about a month.
Okay.
So I think to get the equipment.
Okay. All right. Good. So then we should have that shortly, and then they'll have to pick up. They're probably going to have to. They're going to be retrofitting the old police pickup so that it will accommodate that equipment. Okay, so it should work out nicely with the pickup. They're gonna put something to cover it, but it's a very, it's an expensive machine. Want to make sure it's not exposed. Okay, so anybody else have anything for public? Okay, I have a couple things that I would like to run down. I know Mike attended the county meeting, and he will give us an updated report on, there's a couple of roads that they're going to be finishing up under the 2019 road paving plan. That will include New Providence Road going from 22 to Mountain Avenue. They're going to do both ends of Mountain Avenue going to 22, and then the short part that goes into Westfield. They're coordinating with Gary Gagliotti, who's doing the Barnes track, to make sure that they don't pave the road before he gets all his utilities in. So he's on top of that, and that should not be a problem. Okay. Let me just see what else we have.
Mayor, real quick, the county did come out and say today that they are starting to pave Mountain Avenue from East Broad to New Providence Road starting Monday, April 20th. So that's just, I know the police had just put out a road work ahead on their Facebook page, but they're scheduled to start that job on Monday.
So avoid that area.
Okay.
That's from last year.
Okay, and then they're gonna do some more roads in 2020. I don't recall the specifics, but Mike will put out a memo to tell us. It's mainly up around Tracy Drive and Summit Lane and that area up there that they're gonna be repaving. We had talked about doing some kind of community service award. I was contacted by the Rotary, and they may be willing to chair that type of community service award. We were thinking about naming it after Mayor Viglianti. So we're going to put together a committee with Rotarians, at least one council person, and someone from staff also, I think, will be on the committee. Frank, you used to do it, right, for the Mabel Young? Frank? Yes?
He did.
You're muted.
Yes,
yeah.
I did. Sorry, I was on mute.
So you're probably the likely one, and then we'll see who from council we'll get that started. Also, I got sent something that's a certificate of congratulations for any 8th grader and any senior who are graduating from high school this year. They're probably not going to have much of a graduation unless things turn around. So I'm going to get the names of all those people who are graduating, and we're going to send them, some congratulatory certificate from me and council to try to at least make it a little bit more special for them. So we'll get those together, and we'll do a proclamation, a mass proclamation for all of those. Let me see. Oh, Jill, you're going to, if you haven't already, we updated a report on the FEMA reimbursement and how we're doing with submitting monies for the FEMA reimbursement. Okay,
Yeah.
so if you could get that in the packages, that would be very good. Because we got to keep on top of that. Okay. Okay, so really, next we have bills and claims.
Renee?
Somebody want to do that?
Renee,
You got to unmute, Renee.
Sorry.
Unmute.
Okay,
Okay.
got it unmuted. Okay. Be it resolved by the mayor and council of the Borough of Mountainside that the following bills of the persons named and for the amount stated below have been duly audited and found to be correct this 14th day of April 2020. The same be paid after council's review, if and when funds are available, and that the mayor, council president, administrator, and treasurer are hereby authorized and directed to sign and deliver warrants for same, and that's for a total of $639,038.31. So moved.
Okay, so
Second.
we have a motion. We need a second.
Second,
Okay, Martha, Paul, the council.
Councilwoman Andre,
yes.
Councilman Dierkes,
Yes.
Councilman Messler,
Yes.
Councilwoman Pacifico,
yes,
Councilwoman Pater.
Yes.
Okay, so as just a reminder, Donna, you're going to give the invocation. The regular meeting will be on April 21st, which will be next Tuesday. We will have the municipal budget hearing. And then how do we approve that? We have to do an ordinance or a resolution?
Resolution.
Just a resolution? Okay, so we'll have the hearing first and then we'll do the resolution.
Yes.
Okay, and then we're gonna have second reading on the ordinance to establish the cap bank. And that'll be second reading, so there will be public participation for that ordinance. So unless any council have any comments they want to make at this point?
I just want to wish everybody well and be safe.
So, well, I think we all ditto that one.
Yeah.
Now, at this point, we're going to open it to audience participation because of the slight delay with it going to be streamed. Or any questions or comments from the public? I think, Deanna, you're the one that's monitoring that.
Yes, and I don't see any right now, Mayor.
Let's give it I think there's the 30-second delay, so let's just give it a little time.
That's correct. There's I just timed it. There is a 30-second delay.
Nothing yet, Deanna?
There's no comment yet, Mayor. Nothing.
Okay. Let's just give it another minute because I got to find my little spiel for executive session. Well, I know it was sent to me twice, but I don't seem to be able to find it. Martha, you want to read it? You got to unmute, Martha.
All right. Where the Open Public Meetings Act of the State of New Jersey permits the public to be excluded for certain matters to be discussed by the governing body, and whereas the mayor and council desire to discuss litigation, contracts, and personnel are matters where the exclusion of the public is permitted, and whereas public disclosure of the results of the discussion will be made as soon as the matters discussed have been resolved by the governing body of the Borough of Mountainside. Now therefore be it resolved by the mayor and council of the Borough of Mountainside that the aforesaid matters shall be discussed in closed session upon adoption of this resolution.
It's going to be contracts and potential litigation. So we need a motion now to go into executive.
So moved.
Second,
Do we need a second? Okay, so we're going to go into executive. So at this point, we're going to log off this meeting, and then we're going to re-log back in under the executive session email that we received. Everybody got that, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
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 Okay, very good.
Thank you.
Thank
Log
you.
off.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Jill, you're gonna stick around, right?
I didn't know I was supposed to, then I need the link mailed to me.
Okay.
Did you need me to stay?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, then I'll get the email